Ask guys if you have any questions on that.
Hemu sir, Bilal this side. So you explained all these things, control and data plane related to the hardware. What about the virtual devices?
So the thing is, on VMs, they don't have these dedicated processors, because in VMs is itself using the hardware from some other device, right? So they don't
Okay.
have data plane and that particular management plane. No, they have only management plane. You will not able to see anything with regards to data plane. That's a very
Okay.
good question, Bilal, actually.
And second thing you mentioned about the SP3 that will come into play only when we are having the content inspection, right?
So yeah, generally it will basically come in a picture for the content inspection in actual.
All right.
Yeah.
So you will be explaining, right, how while going in the next step for the packet flow, right?
Yeah,
How
in
the
packet flow, I'll tell you how the packet will go with different engines. What are the logs you have to see?
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, thank you.
yeah.
Hemo, this side is Santosh.
Yep,
Hi.
Santosh.
My question is, like, suppose, let's say, if we want to use cloud, so in that case, which software we gonna import? That VM version software, or how is it? It's a dedicated software for cloud.
Yeah, so in cloud you will have a customized images over there. Every cloud have a customized images. Okay. Every cloud have a customized images. You have to use these images. You will not, they will not allow you to just put your images, and also you can create your AMIs if you want. But for creating this AMI, at least you have to use the existing image which is there in the cloud environment. You can use this particular cloud image to create your AMI, and after that you can maybe use that instance for creating other VMs.
Hi, this is Manvendra.
Yeah, Manmin.
Yeah, basically my question is that, as you said, like in VM, the pan like Palo Alto does not have a dedicated control planes or like in data plane.
Yep.
In that case, which one is like a preferred one in the industry as of now? Because
People are using both.
okay,
Yeah. Like right now, due to pandemic, I have seen lots of peoples are putting these files in the cloud environments, AWS, Azure, GCP.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Hemu, Avinash this side.
Yep.
hello.
Yeah, so if the hardware is gonna change in the back end, means in the cloud and the actual box, so packet flow for the pan is also going to
No. Packet flow will not change. Packet flow will not change because they are using same operating system.
Hemo sir, why it is called SP3 exactly?
Because it's just a name given by Palo Alto, like single pass software and parallel processing hardware. It's
Could
just a
you,
name.
yeah, could you please tell me about the slow path, how slow path, and
Yeah.
like
That's a part of Rajat packet flow, which I'm covering in the next. Okay, so don't worry. Just wait.
in VM series, like we don't have control plane and data plane, right?
In VM series, we have a control plane. We don't have a dedicated data plane, because the thing is, we have this particular data plane. That's why they can able to handle the request, but you will not able to see anything with regards to data plane, any process and all. There is a, you will only able to see management plane MP01. Okay.
So there is management plane is there, right, in VM.
Yes. But the thing is, these particular dedicated networking, these processor, these things is for the hardware devices, because on hardware we can able to put these processor, right? In
So
VMs we will not able to put these
so
processor.
VM follows SP3 or not?
They follow SP3. They follow SP3. The packet flow will not change. Packet flow is similar. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so only difference is that we don't have any
They
control.
don't like they
Control.
don't have, yeah, they have a control plane, but they don't have a dedicated data plane. And the thing is, in VMs, in generally basically in VMs, they don't have this dedicated data plane. And also whatever processor we have, these network processor, security processor, they have these processor, but they are not having dedicated RAM and CPU. They are using some shared resources from our system, or whatever virtual basically we are using. Let's say we are using
Uh,
AWS, then they will get these details from AWS server.
Okay,
One more
okay.
question.
So they don't have the control panel and data plane.
No, they have a control plane, right? They don't have data plane. They have data plane, but like, so the thing is, let me tell you, when you will do the troubleshooting, right, you can do the troubleshooting at the two levels. At either you can do at a management plane. So management plane like is known as a MP0, and you will also have a like data plane 0, then data plane 1. So these data planes you don't have, you will not able to see anything, but there is a data plane, it's combined with the control plane.
Yeah, what you're saying, Hemu, is mostly like it will be on a shared basis, right?
Yep, right,
Yeah.
it's only on a shared basis.
Hello.
Yep.
Sir, actually you said that in data plane, we have three content ID, security and network part.
Okay.
Okay, we understand the network, but what about the security content plane? In security, the difference between content ID and security part. Can you elaborate, please?
Let me just go to into that image. Okay. So if you see here, this particular engine networking who, so let's suppose if my firewall needs to perform the net, that part is done by the network processor. If let's say my firewall needs to perform the MAC lookup, ARP lookup, route lookup, all these things, or flow lookup is done by the networking engine
Understood.
or networking processor. Let's suppose my firewall wants to do the SSL decryption or SSL encryption, or the for the IP sector where my firewall needs to decrypt that traffic, read to encrypt that traffic, need to perform the decryption. All these, all my file, let's say my firewall needs to process the policy. These things done by the security processor. Let's suppose my firewall needs to scan the traffic against different threats, malwares, all these things done by the signature match processor. Okay, so these are the different processor we can say.
Okay.
So this is
Which
only
plane?
done when you have applied the profiles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if
Generally,
Otherwise,
someone,
let me
that is
tell
not
you,
going to explain it.
let
yes,
me tell you guys, just wait for packet flow. Okay, even though we have to send every packet through app id engine, okay, it will go by default through app id engine. Okay.
So I have a question
Mm-hmm.
that is related to like you said. Basically, the people are going for the deployment on cloud due to the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of the infra devices are on on premises,
Yep,
but
yep.
the firewall is deployed in the cloud. So how the integration happen with the in that scenario? Can you just give a brief note on that?
So they generally use a direct connect. Okay, they will get the direct internet backbone between AWS and with the ISP. From that ISP, they will get the internet connection on the on-premise. They can connect like this by using this DX kind of setup, direct connect, or they can just configure IPsec side-to-side VPN. These are the two ways.
Himo sir, suppose someone is attacking on networking in some MAC spoofing or like that. So
Okay.
how does the firewall behave at that time? Suppose some that layer is not working, networking in
In
MAC.
that case, your networking isn't blocked, but your security processor and signature, but they will work. Okay, your only, it will affect your network processor.
So how to recover this?
You can configure zone protection actually for that. Zone protection dot DOS protection.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
Access list will taken care by which plane or network plane or security plane?
It's a security processor.
Okay.
Yeah. These are not a planes. You can say these are the processor or engines. Okay, not planes. They are part of data plane. So networking processor or networking engine, security processor or maybe security engine. Okay,
So
content processor or maybe signature match. You can
what is the
just spell.
difference between UTM and signature match?
Like let me tell you for UTM. In UTM basically, let me go. I have one image for UTM as well. So if you see this particular image, this is the example of multi-pass architecture. Okay, and this is the example of UTM deployment. So in UTM, what happens? Whenever you will purchase a UTM box, right? Or let's suppose you are having Cisco SA, and now you want maybe you want a IPS functionality on Cisco SA. So what you will do? You will put the UTM on top of this, ASA, you will just install this IPS functionality while putting the IPS module. Or maybe if you want our URL filtering, then you can put the CX module. So what happens when these firewall basically deal with the traffic, what they will do? First, your firewall will check the traffic. If you are using this module, then this module also perform the dedicated checks. And at this module level, you will see these two engines are repeating every time, right? This is a multi-pass architecture. They are sending these packets multiple time into through the networking in general, because net engines are repeating here. Okay.
What is UTM, sir? What is
Unified threat management. UTM is just like when we have a legacy firewall, right? And if we want, let's say we want a quality of service, or we want to antivirus solution, so we can put one device here, or what we can, on top of this device, we can install some UTM features or blades like that. In checkpoint, basically generally we will install these blades and all. If we want a threat prevention, and also we can install these blades on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, Hemu, just I had one query.
Yep.
So one of the guys, asked like why it is called SP3. Even I had the same question because when I was asking the same question to my friend, so he told me one answer. Just
Okay.
correct me if he has told. See,
Okay.
why it is called single phase parallel processing means the packet comes once when it hits the Palo Alto. The same packet will be given to multiple engines for processing parallelly,
No.
or is it true?
This is wrong actually,
Okay,
because
okay, that's what he
I
told
was
me.
also under this impression after I
Okay.
have checked with like Palo Alto team and lots of tech peoples. Then only
Mhm.
this confusion, because when this was a very confusing statements actually for regarding SP3,
Yeah,
because they
okay.
have to said like packet come here, first packet go here, then here, right?
Yeah,
No,
because he
it's not.
told like
No,
in
it's not.
UTM,
No, no,
it goes
no,
one
no,
by one.
no.
Okay,
It's not happened like that actually.
okay.
Yeah. They will not do the replication and all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I took. Hello, Karthik here.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
in the same, I think from your same website, I have seen packet
Yeah,
flow
because I
video.
was also under that impression actually a few months back. But
Okay,
after that, I have checked, because I have done lots of R&D. I have discussed with actual Palo Alto trainers. So
okay,
that
okay.
time they have told me it's not
So
happening like that.
how the packet is being handled by single pass and parallel processing then? Like first single pass will done or parallel processing will done after that? What's the
No. It's happened together actually. Parallel processing means your engine is working parallelly. Okay. Single pass means it is not repeating any engines multiple times. Like in, if you see that image, that was the image here. If you see, if I'll take example of this image, you will see, let's suppose you are using firewalls only, right? So your firewall processing is here. If you are using URL filtering, right, then your packet go for URL filtering. If you are using IPS, then your packet again go for IPS. If you are using antivirus, then your packet go for antivirus. Okay. But in Palo Alto, what happens? All these particular functionalities, what it will do, it will just put the signature in a streamline. Okay. And it will just process, or it will just send this single packet through all these particular signature database in a streamline based.
from top to down kind of?
Yep. So see, it is not repeating. See, these kind of engines are not repeating these in the multiple times. It is just basically processing this packet in one go. Okay.
So, Hemu sir, can't we say it is like throwing a torch, which is a stream based uh,
If you
one
see
time?
your SP3 is applied here, if you see this diagram, this is a Palo Alto authorized diagram. Content inspection, this SP3 has been applied here. So it will just perform this protocol decoding parsing in a once, and it will just send this particular packet through all the signature database. It's not needs to decode again and again for again different signature databases.
So that's what I'm asking. Is parallel processing is done first or SP3 is done first? Which
So
comes?
let me tell you, I think you are confused with the, see, SP3 stand for software. It's work as a software level, okay, and parallel processing but at a hardware level. Okay, so means parallel processing means your hardware is processing the packet parallelly, because this particular SP3, this particular content inspection needs to done by some engines, right? Your connection setup or your routing lookup needs to done by the some engines, right? These engines belongs to the parallel processing, means they can able to process the packet parallelly. Okay.
Yes, hello, Hemu sir. So, parallel processing, it means it create that particular packet in the copy, means
No, no, no,
it
no,
create a
no,
copy
no, no. It will not
and
create any
send
kind
to
of copies. It will not create any kind of replica. Okay, it's just
the.
a myth.
Okay,
So
because
let's say
I read this.
if your packet is like I mean parallel processing, your routing or the security things are happening. So at some place it's blocking, and some place it's accepting. So what will be the final
So
result
that
of that packet?
that thing we are discussing now, actually, packet flow will tell all these things.
So in packet flow, you are going to cover in detail why we are calling it as a single phase parallel processing, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So the thing
Okay.
is, in packet flow, I will tell you how the packet is handled by the parallel to when he will receive. Actually, okay.
Hemo sir,
Hemo sir.
Hemo sir, I was watching one of the videos from yours. There you have mentioned like some pseudo copy. It will go through like one copy to one engine.
Yeah, yeah. That was I was also in a under that impression actually. But after the discussing and all, I just come to know it's not happening. It's a videos. It's a, like I think they are the old videos.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That will not
And
happen. There is some
so let's
pseudo thing happens. I'll tell you that pseudo things, and also maybe you will also get that thing. But there is a so many things. So when I'll go with this packet flow, maybe you will able to understand these things
Okay.
properly.
Hemo sir, one question.
Yeah.
Said here. Fundamentally, normally the firewall only it process everything that traffic passes through it, right?
Yes. Yes. Right.
My
Right.
question is the because we are now dealing with intelligent firewalls, next generation firewalls, and things like that,
Yes. Yes.
very real time. Is there any firewall technology that controls the topology that is being connected plugged into? Mean to say, not only it controls the traffic or filters the traffic that passes through it through its interfaces, and on top of it, it controls the network topology, the devices where it is plugged into. Is that possible?
So by using Palo Alto, I have not heard these kind of steps actually. It will not able to, I think it will not have that kind of functionality or feature sets yet. Who can
Okay.
basically control in this? We have to write these rules and by ourselves actually. We don't
Okay.
have any kind of enforcement like in we have like Cisco
IPS,
ICE. Yeah, Cisco ICE is there or Stealth was is there, right? So
yes.
from there they can work as an enforcement
Take
module.
control over the network.
Yeah,
Yes.
these kind of things I have not heard anything on Palo
Okay.
Alto.
So purely it's traditionally the traffic which is
No,
passing through it, it
yeah,
can control.
it's a next generation firewall, but that you are talking automatically it will not do anything. We have to write all the security policies by
Okay.
ourselves.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a denial
Sir,
device.
Okay.
Yes, Shivangi,
few
tell me.
minutes back you have just to sum up the SP3 process, like single pass means it does not repeat any packet, or something like
Yes,
that
yeah,
you have said.
yeah,
So can you repeat that?
that's great. It will
Any
not.
packet?
Let me just go there.
It could be that it is not repeating any
Yeah.
other
So
processing.
see, it will not repeating these engines again and again, right? It is just going in a one by one. That is also one more benefit. And also this SP3, it will apply at SP3 level for the signature matching internally.
And
And all these engines, they are basically working together. Working parallelly means they can work parallelly. They don't have any resource level dependency, right? So that's why they can able to operate parallelly.
Okay,
It is
so
the
at
it is
single pass means it does not repeat any packet, and at parallel processing means
Yeah,
it's
it
at
will not. Yeah,
hardware
it
level.
will. Yeah, it will not send that packet again and again through these engines. Okay, multiple engines. It will
Okay.
not do the decoding and all. It will just perform once, and it will able to achieve everything. Okay.
so
Okay,
it could be right
Hemo,
like saying that in a single pass parallel processing, once the packet streamlines from top to down, whenever like within the data plane, if some processing is needed, the packet goes to that processing. That
Yes, yes,
processing is initiated, and
yes.
it will give it, rather than waiting for its turn for
Yes,
other
yes, right,
packet.
right. They don't have any kind of like they will not run any batches and all these kind of process batches and all. They will not queue. They will directly jump because they engines they are having dedicated resources. They have enough resources to process these packets. Okay.
So is this a unique feature or proprietary
It's a unique feature.
proprietary
Other
of?
other firewalls they have a multi-pass kind of architecture.
Can you show an example in checkpoint?
Yeah, this is the example of multi-pass architecture.
Is this checkpoint follows, right? Correct.
Not for checkpoint. I have not taken a special device here, but this is a general behavior of the firewalls. They will support multi-pass
So
architecture.
you mean say if my packet needs to go till IPS policy or antivirus policy, like every time it will like follow this
Yeah,
213
yeah. They have to repeat. They are repeating these engines again and again, right?
these engines so if I capture the packet, can I see all these things?
Definitely.
Which these things you want to see these things? No, I think, and I'm not sure in checkpoint you can able to see, but in Palo Alto, I'll tell you what are the things you can see when you will capture the packet.
My
When
question is any firewall, like say suppose I take Cisco,
hmm
because there will be some firewall which is following these processes, right? You
yes, yes.
understand?
So I think you can only able to capture the packet at the ingress state level and the
Mm.
egress state level. What's the things happening between there? You will not able to capture anything.
So this is a packet something in between, right? Not at
Yes,
ingress,
yes,
not
yeah.
at
It's an
egress.
internal
Can
processing
you
like.
name any firewall which is right now in the industry following these all these? I don't know which any firewall are following all these.
I think these all the like lead checkpoint. I think Cisco AS is also following the same thing because in Cisco AS when we run these modules, let's say IPS module, because they will run separate engine
No,
as
no,
well.
no.
Like
Cisco is changed to FTD, right?
yeah, in FTD also when we talk about the FTD, what is FTD? Can you just tell me what is FTD?
Yes, fire path threat defense.
It's just a definition. Can you just
Yes,
evaluate what are the things they have done in FTD?
they have improved various things like
What kind of engines is running inside the FTD? Are you?
this Lena engine running.
This is a ASA.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Lena engine is ASA.
Okay, yeah. Lena is the ASA.
Okay, so the whole packet processing like from like L2, L3, all these fast path like this
Yeah, all these things done by the ASA. What
one
they
term,
have, yeah, what they have
no,
done on top
the
of this Lena, on
packet
top.
inspection, the
Sorry, sorry.
packet inspection happens, SSL,
Yeah.
antivirus, all these.
So all these things take care by the snort engine
Yeah,
because
yeah, correct. S
yeah,
not engine.
yeah.
S not
So the
engine.
thing
Yes.
thing is, thing is here they are dedicated running two engines. Okay, and the
Yeah.
thing is when ASA will process the packet after it will give that packet to the snort engine, right? And
Correct.
and snort engine he has to perform all these things. Okay, these proto decoder and all for applying these all these policies whatever we are running. Okay,
S not engine. Are you
so
sure?
these sorry.
Are you sure that I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
perform all these things?
it's a snort engine. Yeah, I have worked with I have worked with FTD as well, so I know all these things. What are the things they have done?
Okay, I will check it.
Yeah, you can check it over there. They will run snort engine, and that is snort engine basically just tell the firewall what kind of threat is detecting. So they will just uh, do the communication by using the binary number if 0 and 1. Okay, accordingly only they will inform like if we want if threat is there, then Lena all kind of blocking is done by the ASA engine only. There are so many things is
Hey,
there, so you can because here we are not here to discuss the FTD and all.
Hey,
hey,
My point is not that. My point is that I am not aware that any firewall in right now in the industry. Maybe
Okay, okay,
old
no,
firewall are running.
okay, okay, no problem. That's why actually we are starting from very initial, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any
hey,
other yeah, yeah,
yes. So if the connection is there in the connection table, okay, or in the session table, so will it look for SP3 engine? Will it go through all the engines, or simply it will go?
Just wait for this particular packet flow. Let me complete, I'll tell you. Okay.
All right. And what are the deployment modes in Palo Alto? How many
Just wait
deployment
for, I
modes are
think
there?
in third class we are discussing these things.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Hemu, yesterday I met into this one interview. I got a question. User is accessing a URL. There is a parallel to firewall in the middle. What are all the troubleshooting steps we take?
Okay, so what's happening with that URL?
User is not able to access the URL.
Okay, so generally first we will see the basic thing. We will run the test commands, and also when I'll cover your, when like this is your first class, right?
Yes,
You have to go with your class. You have to understand what kind of features is there, because that time only if I'll tell we will run test command, we will run this log, you will maybe you will get, but other people will not able to get, right? So guys,
Okay.
we have to follow the proper thing.
Okay, sure.
Let me just cover all these things. And guys, also one more thing, it's just a humble request. Whatever I am discussing these topics, okay, just try to answer the question from there. When we complete the discussion for, when we complete all the discussion for day one, and after that we will have enough time, maybe I can sit with 1 hour, and we can discuss your interview related questions and all whatever you will face. Okay, so it will
Hi.
also save our time, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I want to ask what is ingress process?
Okay, just wait for this one. Actually, it's a part of this particular packet flow. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, now I'm just going with that another part, which is your packet flow. So I'm just stopping that recording. I'm putting